Hi everyone, we're Tony, Sonia and Willow. Now imagine you wake up one day and you just think, you know what, I want a bit of adventure in my life. So you quit your job, you sell everything you own and you buy yourself a narrowboat, which you then live on and travel around the country, even though you've never been on a narrowboat before. I know it sounds crazy, but that's exactly what we did. So if you want to come along for the ride, then tune in and watch. Same ship, different day.
Welcome to this week's vlog. Today we leave Whitchurch and we head off to one of our favourite moorings, Marbury. So after a brief birthday celebration, we head off to Wrenbury. And finally we leave the Llangollen canal and head off towards new waters, the Middlewich branch.
They better bloody be there.
Not that they know us. 28 for my backside. We're going to get the Lithium fitted tomorrow.
Too much knowledge, that sounds like us, doesn't it? I'll give you a straightener in a minute. I was just leaning on it. Pushing, you weren't moving.
No, we're not having any. We're not having any. I've done the lock. We churn the same old jokes all the time.
You can't be putting that in the video. It's going in, people. It's going in.
I knew you were going to go with that one.
Right, welcome to a new vlog.
Welcome, welcome.
We've just come out of the Whitchurch Arm.
Yep, that was tight. A tight turn.
Yep, I'll tell you what, if we didn't film it, so we don't know. I was off getting... What was I off doing? Oh.
Getting some little twizzly handles for the canopy.
Yep.
And moving the car ahead.
That's it. So now it's school holidays next week, so Sonia doesn't have to go back on Monday. So we don't need the car, which is good. We can just leave the car and just enjoy our cruising. So we're off to Grindleybrook.
They do the services. We're out at Elsan and all that malarkey.
Yep, and then hopefully the lockies will be on duty like last time.
Yeah, I think it might be.
And we'll just go right on through. It was so easy last time because there's a lot of locks there if they're not there, and one's a staircase, so they better bloody be there. That's all I'm saying.
I know. I saw on Facebook one of the lock keepers did their last boat the other day, not on Grindleybrook, but on another set of locks. I'm hoping that is not indicative.
Oh no, yeah, I see what you mean. Yes, hopefully they're there. Fingers crossed. If they're not, we're not moving. We just stay at Grindley Lock.
It's one of our favourite channels, One Day More Aboard, just coming past us.
Oh yeah.
Their boat's always pristine.
Just like ours.
So it's so muddy, we've got to do something about it actually. Hello to Pete and Caroline.
Yeah.
Not that they know us.
No. But it's crazy, all the vloggers had planned to meet there and then we just turned up.
We just turned up.
It was like, oh. They don't think we're just trying to be, oh right, we'll get there. We could just pretend like we know them.
I think a lot of the vloggers are going to Llangollen for the winter.
Yeah.
But we're going the other direction.
Yeah, we weren't invited.
We did get invited out for a drink though, which was
we
nice.
did, yeah.
We did get invited out for a drink, but I was babysitting and I was driving down to London that evening, and so we weren't there to be able to go, but we'd have loved to have gone otherwise.
Yeah, Sonia just brings us down all the time. Do you know what I mean? I'd be right in there if it weren't for Sonia. I'd be right in there in the middle of it all.
We all know you, don't we?
Right there in the middle of it all.
Anyway, we're just going to cruise on down and get this road on the show.
Get this road on the show.
This is my best side.
Is that your best side?
Well, actually, I haven't got
I was going to say, yeah.
That's my best.
Jerry!
I'm just trying to look natural.
Yeah, it's working.
Full of water, lovely. But these are singles, so you can't do a swap in the middle. But luckily we have the lock keepers on today. Lovely group of people again, always are, and going down nice and easily. the rain comes. Hopefully we just need to get out from under this dark cloud, because over there we have blue skies, which is where we're heading. So hopefully this dark cloud will pass. Call a well-sealed lock. This is Willimore lock. But yeah, look at that. Not seen many of them on our journey. So we're just going into the last lock of the day, Coisley lock. I just found the corner, is hoping where we're going to moor. So what we do have is the changing colours, changing weather. It is different, but it is really weird coming backwards. We've done it a couple of times now on a couple of different canals. So that little white line there is the sill marker. We need to keep the boat forward of that. It isn't too hard in these locks, to be honest, because we're only 58 foot and these locks can take 70 foot. And that is the sill. Stark contrast to the other lock. Right, so here we are with our...
ready?
Yep, I'm ready. So we are with our post-cruise libations.
Yep, basically we need to take the dog for a walk. It was like 4:30ish and that's time for a walk, and it just so happens...
At the end of the walk.
is this lovely pub. Happy cruise day, everybody.
Happy cruise day.
In 2 days, it's my 28th birthday.
28th, my backside.
What?
28, really?
All right.
Is that in dog years?
All right, it's
Is that in dog years? Anyway, it's his birthday Thursday, so we're doing a recce because we're probably going to come up here for something to eat to celebrate the birthday.
Yeah, I think they're going to do a party or something for me, but... Yeah,
So no one turn up.
I don't want to...
Just be us two.
I don't want to spoil the surprise, but I'm pretty sure...
It'll just be me and him in a room on our own.
Everyone I know would have turned up, big party.
Yeah, of course, in your dreams. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to enjoy this beer and then we're going to head back and chill out for the night. It's amazing weather though for the end of October. It's ridiculous. We sat outside, didn't we, in the end?
Yeah, it's nice.
Really nice. Well, you're welcome to see us on another day. And we've just had a lovely meal for your birthday.
Yep, my birthday. I'm now officially in the 30s. Oh, it's tough, isn't it? But 30.
It must be tough looking at your life.
I should just do my paper out.
Anyway, so good news is we're going to get the Lithium fitted tomorrow, which is a couple of weeks early, which is all good news. I'll let you know how that goes. But yeah, it's a gorgeous day here on the, where are we? Marbury. Don't even know where we are.
On the Marbury.
It's a gorgeous day here in Marbury. Lovely food, really lovely food, great service. Recommend it. Please stop at Marbury. It's nice.
We're going to go back on the boat because the beers are cheaper.
Oh God, yeah, they're cheaper. Anyway. To you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Tony, happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
And many more.
30's quite enough, son.
Oh,
Not any more than this.
we've aged 2 years since yesterday.
What?
Well, yesterday, you're 28.
We've just had our lithium installed. So what we're going to do is we will show you it and all the different stuff and everything, but we haven't really looked at it yet. He's finished it. Malone's electrical, so brilliant as always. He's gone, and we've just thought, oh, you know what?
We'll move.
Yeah.
Because we were going to move today anyway, but then the install came forward. So we decided we'll move this afternoon once it was all done, and we'll stop when we feel like stopping.
And when we say it was move forward, it was like there was a message saying, oh, if I could do it earlier, would you be interested? And we were like, oh yeah, obviously, because it's better than what we've got, clearly.
Yeah.
So Sonia was waiting for a message back from him, and then we was in the pub yesterday and got a message saying, oh, you still up for doing it earlier? You're like, yeah. He said, oh, what are you doing tomorrow?
I'll do it then. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it was literally 24 hours notice, and
Fabulous.
came, put it in. It looks the business. So yeah, we'll show you all that.
So there we have it. How beautiful, shiny batteries. They've even got little lights on top, on-off buttons. The absolute works. Everything looks shiny and new there. I won't show you anything else, but yeah.
You can show them that still.
We've still got a shiny new alternator, which is a good job really, because we've got new batteries, and if we'd have had a dodgy alternator, we could have just been storing up problems for later. So yeah, all in, all happy.
And then we'll also just kind of show you little bits to see what difference it's making, if any.
To our life.
Yeah.
I think it will make a big difference.
And I think, well, we just don't understand it. It's like we got watts coming in from the solar, and it's got amps coming out, it's showing us, and we're like, well, how many watts is the same as how many amps? And
so this is the problem now, we've got too much knowledge. So we now know more about what's going on with the batteries, which now means we've got more questions.
yeah, too much knowledge. That sounds like us, doesn't it?
But yeah, basically we're just going to try and see what things use
Yeah.
and how that affects our
Yeah.
life.
He's told us it can be like 400 amps, because it's 100 amp each battery.
Yeah.
So we could do 400, up to 400 amps.
Draw
Yeah.
at one time,
Yeah.
sort of thing.
So we've just now got to find out what each thing we have does. He says he's got an air fryer that does 100. We've never used an air fryer on the battery, so
No.
I mean, if that's only doing a quarter, then means we can use an air fryer. But then we don't know how much a PlayStation does, how much a computer does, or how much a fridge does. I don't know, all these things. So that's just what we're going to find out.
Well, there you go.
Exactly.
Huh. Oh, to be us.
I might be able to use straighteners again, mightn't I? The hairdryer. Shh. I never use straighteners.
Just use it.
I'll give you a straightener in a minute. Anyway, yeah, so we're going to go at least as far as Wrenbury. When we get to Wrenbury, we're just going to see how we feel.
What time is?
Yeah.
What's the light like?
Yeah.
Are we cold?
Yeah, I would imagine we'll probably start at Wrenbury nowadays. But it's not a bad place. We start at Wrenbury, and then that means tomorrow we go all the way through and get onto the
Middlewich branch.
The Middlewich branch. We'll probably go on towards Middlewich itself, I'd imagine, tomorrow.
Oh, it depends, doesn't it? It might be
No,
beautiful.
it
But
doesn't
we've got no bread.
Yeah.
Have to make bread.
Yeah, so we're off to Middlewich tomorrow, basically.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Come join us.
So we've just been pinned against that weir, channel, whatever you want to call it, just sucking us. Sounds really stupid because it doesn't look like much at all. But we're wondering, when we arrived at this lock, someone had left those gates open at the bottom. We waited for a guy to come through.
Yeah. Alright, and basically, I went to push us off. I couldn't move us. It was like we were suctioned, like against the side.
It's unbelievable.
We opened the gates, closed the gates, opened the gates.
Reversing,
Everything.
pushing.
I don't know. It was unbelievable. It was properly like just.
Stuck.
Yeah. I was looking out for tractors, so I thought it was a tractor beam.
Oh my good God. Anyway, we're in the lock now, thank goodness.
Jesus. They doing one, look.
Just one lock, yeah.
I was just leaning on it, pushing. You weren't moving.
It
I was
took
just there.
ages. Anyway, that was fun.
Could hear some ducks. Turn it down. And there's the ducks. But I just noticed that that house, it ends, and then they've got their own kind of canal. So there's like another canal just here. And there's them, the ducks have got their own little home. Yeah, so there's a canal there, which goes there. I don't know what that is. And then there's our one.
And just there you can see the flow of the water from that weird thing coming out. So maybe it was quite forceful. Who knows? Yeah. A fair bit of water coming out of that right now.
So it's Friday morning, the day after my birthday. I'm now officially in my 30s. Stop it, I am 30s. And then we've had our lithium installed. So last night was the first night with the lithium. We had that little cruise, so they started off at 50%, just a boat going past at the moment. Started off at 50%, and they got to about 63% after the cruise. Woke up this morning, and they are still on 37%. Just to give you some sort of idea of what normally happens is, normally the batteries, they go in the numbers, so the old batteries, it'd be like 13 point something would be them pretty much full, and then they slowly eke down, and then if they got to like 12.1, 12, then that was it, you were done for the day. Normally, on an evening, if we put the TV on and started watching, say, 6:30 or something like that, then by 10:30, we'd have to turn it off, we'd go to bed, that was it, we'd be done. And I'd plug my laptop into the power bank if I was doing a bit of editing. But last night I had my computer plugged into the normal stuff, we had the telly on, we used the air fryer, and yeah, it went down like 26%, something like that, it's gone down. So if we was on 100, we'd still be on 70 something now, going into our second day, which honestly is absolutely unheard of. So, well pleased.
You've seen the 4 batteries in the engine bay, but in here we have the other technical stuff. So we already had the MPPT when we had the solar fitted, but we now also got this servo and an Orion battery charger, and that's all to do with charging the batteries. I think the servo controls the power going in and keeps an eye on the batteries. This is my favourite thing, or our favourite thing. It's the control panel. So at the moment you can see it tells you how much percentage of battery you have left, which is fantastic, because in the past it was just 12 volts, so it was always just it would always range from 12 volts to 12.8, and if you got to 12 volts, that's it, you were done. Here it tells you how much you're pulling in from the solar and the alternator, and here it can tell you how much you're drawing. But also, if you switch pages, there we go, if you switch pages, it gives you a much better, bit more detailed view. But not only that, we've also got an app on our phone, which means we can watch the batteries from wherever we are. So even if we're off the boat somewhere and we want to see what is happening with the batteries, we can. Tom from Malone Electrical can keep an eye on our system, or if we've got any problems with it, he can access it with our permission, obviously. But he accesses it from wherever he is, and he can tweak the software and make tweaks to it so it works at its optimum efficiency. Hey puppy, what are you doing out there? So that's my new protection while we didn't put the canopies up last night, although looking at all the leaves on the floor I'm beginning to regret it. And the reason we didn't do that is because we were going to make a move early this morning anyway. It wasn't going to rain, so we just left them down. That's where we walked the dog this morning, and now it's got cows in it.
Well, just set off, done the lift bridge. I hate lift bridges, hate them.
What's to hate about them?
It's a bit like those locks on the Shropshireunion, you know, where you just turn them forever, just forever and ever and ever and ever. So we've just left Wrenbury, got the shop in. It's a bit weird.
What's the shop like?
Well, I was going to say, it's like, you go to Tesco's, you go, oh, what shall I have? You go to those shops and it's like, oh, what have they got? So I've just sort of grabbed a few things that we might be able to use. We only need like one day anyway, and then we'll probably be in Middlewich the next day. It's kind of half the plan. But it's quite nice, we're in no rush. We found out that the lock at Atherstone, the one that was making us do a big detour to get to our winter mooring, it opens again on the 30th of December, and it's only about 2 days away from the marina, so we can just poodle along and wait for that one to be done and go through.
Yeah, and if it's not open, if we're miles off time-wise, then we can do the detour around.
You always feel a little bit when you book a marina, but I suppose because last year we booked a marina, we couldn't get to it, you have to pay out for it early doors. So we've already paid for a month. If we don't turn up, we don't get the money back, we've just lost that money. So you kind of feel like, well, we want to just get as close to it, so if there's any issues, we're all right.
Yeah, we want to be in the region of...
Yeah. So I think we've got about 103 locks today.
It's not. How many locks is it? 5? Oh no.
No, yeah, we got
if we go,
double figures.
Well, it depends. If we stop before Helston Junction,
yeah,
which I don't think we will, because it's quite mild today. There's 4 locks at Helston, isn't it? Is it 4?
Yeah, 4 or 5.
4 or 5 at Helston. There's 3 at Baddeley.
Yeah.
And then
2 at Swanley.
So it's about 10 locks today.
Someone did say about to make sure we film stuff going back the other way because the views are different. So we will make sure we film some of it, but probably won't be as much unless our normal disasters happen. So
no, we're not having any. I'm done.
I'll probably see you in a minute.
It's been a little bit not stressful. I mean, like there's basically stress is relative, right?
Yeah.
So we lead quite a stress-free life.
Yeah, go.
Compared to our normal stress-freeness,
yeah,
it's been a little bit stressful.
It's like if you was a teacher, you'd say stressful. Well, if you was a teacher, you'd say you were 10, because that's what us teachers do. But really, stress is probably like a 5 or a 6, because then you'd have to go, oh, what about if you was like a doctor or a surgeon or a policeman or something? Their stress is probably up around about the 10 mark. So really, us having to get a new alternator fitted,
probably about 2.
Probably about 2, yeah. So it's not really stressful. But it is, it's like all things. Yeah. It's just what you're used to. We're not used to any stress at all at the moment. So when something does happen, it's like, oh my god, oh my god!
I found her. Well, it looks like someone's coming up the lock, so that's really good news. That means I'm just going to hang back here and go straight on in, fingers crossed. Although it actually looks like, no, it definitely is. There's someone in the locks. Nice. Oh, just left Baddeley lock, top lock. Yeah, we're going down to the Baddeley top lock, and it looks like someone's coming up number 2. So I'm just, I got a disaster in the last lock. I was all over the canal. It wasn't a disaster. It was just couldn't get into the lock landing for some bizarre old reason. But lovely couple in the previous lock just picked up their boat yesterday, brand new, and he said he's already scratched it already. Coming up Helston locks, bless them. They're absolutely made up. So good luck to them in their new boat. So my mistake. They were going down, not coming up, so we've had to empty and refill the lock. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, going down. This is number 2 of the day, of many, I think. This is Baddeley lock number 2. This lock is being closed on the 4th of November for about a month for repairs. Don't know why.
I feel sorry for the farmers. So you can tell by the electric tape wiry things that go around the outside that these are normally fields you keep your animals in. But look at that now. That is now a lake. So someone cannot use these fields.
That must have been a tough year, farmers.
Yeah, definitely.
Tough year. And that is a sight for sore eyes. So just down there we've got a boat coming up. And we're going down, which means we can leave the gates open. We've got someone coming up to help with the locks. All good.
Right, had a bit of lunch.
Yep.
And now just round the corner for Helston Locks, where we entered the Llangollen, all those. Sorry, you ready? When we entered the Llangollen all those weeks ago, months ago, I don't know how long ago it was now.
I don't know. I can't remember when.
Huh.
No, when we entered it.
Yeah, that was it.
There's 4, not 5.
Oh, that's good. 4 locks.
4 locks going down.
Hopefully. Hopefully there'll be some nice lockies.
Yeah.
And I can just carry my windlass around without actually having to use it.
So that's most of the time anyway.
There she goes. Soon to leave the Llangollen arm of the Shropshire, or the Shropshire that leads into the Llangollen, I don't know. The bit we were on, anyway. Our last bridge. Back to number 1. But it's low. You see they're going over the canal, son?
Yeah. Your dreams, aren't they?
I had a dream about that before.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was only a pipe dream. I did that back in probably about vlog number 3, but I know no one's watched it, so I'm going to go back and watch the old ones and rechurn the same jokes.
So you don't have to go back and watch them, you rechurn the same old jokes all the time.
us out, people. Satellite dishes, are they still a thing? I can remember back in like the 90s.
Yeah.
Back in the 90s, they were being thrown up everywhere. Who still got satellite dishes and why? Is it still a
I thought
thing?
everything was cable now.
Yeah, I thought everything was. There you go, straight away. Very next house we see, just by the chimney, another satellite dish. How's Alan Sugar still making money out of this?
They still own it, even.
So, just coming up behind me is a very sad sight. The Barbridge Inn, which we went to only a couple of months ago, and it's all boarded up and closed. It is no more. I've got a good story about that though. When we moored up opposite it, Sonia's son Mitchell was down with his wife Olivia, and we ordered some Chinese food to be delivered to the pub, and then we went over to pick it up, kind of thing. Waited there for them. Anyway, we went over there, and they said they were there, and we were like, well, you're not here, kind of thing. And just randomly, there was this Chinese woman who was waiting for a taxi, and Sonia went up to her and was like, oh, have you got our food? What's the chances of that? And it seemed almost racist, because it was like asking, just because she's Chinese, like, oh yeah, you must be the Chinese food delivery. But that wasn't the case. It was just literally, it was one of those things. What's the chance of that? And in the end, it turned out that the pub itself had just gone, oh yeah, okay, we'll have that.
It must be for the landlord.
Must be for the landlord. They'd paid for it. But yeah, I managed to get it. But it was so funny. Sonia's face when she realised that it was just
so embarrassed.
Just a normal member of the public waiting for a taxi. As I was saying, I said, you can't be saying that. You can't be putting that in the video. It's going in, people. It's going in.
Here we are, New Waters.
The pause there was because I was waiting to see if Sonia would say it this time.
Oh, okay, we're on New Waters. Yay! It's always quite exciting.
It is, yeah, massively.
Because you've never been here before.
No.
And yeah, and although there's something quite comforting about being on a familiar waterway as well, especially if like you're going to have adverse weather and stuff like that, because you know what to expect. It's like kind of comforting.
Yeah.
But it's quite exciting being on New Waters.
Yeah, it is. It's quite a while now we're on New Waters, aren't we? All the way down to Coventry, is it?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, we go all the way down to Fradley Junction, don't we?
Yeah. So yeah.
And that would be all new for us. Yay!
It's a very smooth operator, this one.
I knew you were going to go with that one.
Starting to see boats really getting ready for winter now. Look at all the coal for that one. They're not going to be cold. And this one's all stacked up with the wood all cut and ready. And then I saw this one standing here alone. They didn't seem to have a care in the world, son.
So here we are, all moored up on the Middlewich branch. Got a nice little view over there, just before Chelmsley Lock. Chelmsley Locks. So yeah, this is us for the day. Willow's out playing with Lemon. There's Lemon. Just had a great time just running up and down.
Thanks again for watching this week's vlog. If you click the box on the left, you get taken to some random YouTube recommendation video. If you click the box on the right, you go to our playlist of all our vlogs in order. And if you click the circle, you get to subscribe to our channel. And remember, that is completely free.